with those kind of things, you're emotionally unavailable. You got all of these things going on. You're dating out of your league. Go deal with that shit before you come to it. So it's not always about money. Like, I agree. You know what? I five. I'm saying where people could show you things. I've been with many people that have showed me different things, and I thought that I knew everything. I thought I traveled, but there are different things upon life that people go through, and they and then when you learn those things, it raises your league up. So most of us tend to date outside of our league because that's what we're infatuated by. That's what we're looking to become. So you might not want what they have, but being around and getting that knowledge and getting that, knowing how they work things and how they do things will help raise you up. Yeah. And I agree too. Except for I'm gonna say that me personally, I dated out of my league based on being shallow, where the woman was beautiful, but she had nothing else to offer. Like I'm a person who I'm growing knowledge, so growing myself, and accolades. My resume is pretty great for my opinion, and she had nothing. But does that mean you were dating out of your league, or she was dating out of her? It sounds like maybe she was dating. She was dating out of her league, and I was dating out of my. I was just playing pickup ball in New York. You know what I'm saying? I sit down for I took the team. So, it was just me being shallow and not. Once I started to feel like a little, I said, no, understand that. I said, whoa. Is this gossip? No, it's not gossip. It's actually facts. I've known the woman for 20 some years. Who told you that? Her family. Her family. Her family tells both y'all. So you're at odds to say. What you found? What you found?
Hello, you guys. Sorry about that. I basically was to the point I had to step away for a minute. Sorry about that. Yeah, you guys. Hope you guys are to the point where y'all actually will be in the live stream. I'll actually be doing a Christmas. I'm not gonna say it's actually gonna be a giveaway or anything like that, but basically, I will be going live. I'm gonna do Christmas Eve, but I'm gonna be doing that around about 7ish. If you guys could tune in, that'll be perfect. But I'm not gonna do Christmas Day. I'm not gonna even say that I'm gonna do that. But I appreciate everybody that actually is in the chat. I see you, Miss Virginia, down there. I appreciate the support. But yeah, basically, I'm gonna get on here and give y'all reaction to something that I've seen on actual YouTube. I don't know if you're familiar with a channel called Lady Renee. She basically to the point where she actually gives us actual rundown of a real life situation that she went through with she titles the actual video being married to a narcissist for 14 years. Basically what happened is Lady Renee is to the point where she actually met this particular pastor. He wasn't at the time he wasn't a pastor, but he actually was a pastor. She met him. She said to the point she actually didn't want to date him at first because he was exactly 8 years older than her. But she was to the point where she actually decided that they actually would date. She said dating got to the point where he actually wanted to pursue marriage, but she wasn't ready for marriage, and she wasn't even in a position where she even thought about marriage. But she said eventually she gave in, decided that she would marry him. Now I'm gonna keep the names out of it as far as he is concerned for purposes in case somebody don't figure out who they are. But I'm pretty sure Lady Renee is not her real name. But yeah, she basically tells us he is a pastor, and she goes into the details of what happens the first year they're together, and she also lets us know that she realizes at the end, and I'm gonna skip to the end. It's the reason why I'm doing that. She basically lets us know that she basically has gotten herself into a pickle because she's married a man not only who's a pastor, but he's to the point where he's actually having sex with the actual some of the this particular one in particular uh family. In other words, people going to the church, but he was gay. I'm not gonna say gay. He was on. He had to be bi because he was still having relations with her. But yeah, she's to the point where she goes into the actual examples of why she says he's narcissist. He's to the point where he picks fights with her, and she tells him how she feels, but he always want to feel like he's the victim. Typical narcissist behavior. She said she found little snippets of things that let her know that red flags that he was actually doing the stuff he was doing. Case in point, she said when she had her last baby, it was to the point where she actually told him that she needed to go to the hospital. Comes around and tells her that baby she needed to just wait a minute and that it probably Braxton his anyway. Mind you, now he's in the other area of the house with an actual male who's the actual in goes to that particular church. If that makes sense. It's to the point where they were actually engaging so bad that he didn't want to break away to actually take her where she needed to go. Now, eventually, he to the point where she said she got tired of asking him to come in, and he would kept giving her one word answers and leave back out. She basically gave him an ultimatum that he take her, and that eventually that whoever that was in there had to leave. So eventually, he did tell that person to leave. So he did take her to the hospital. So she gets there, and she realizes that she actually is in labor. She gives birth to the baby. She says she comes home and it's no better. He's still to the point where he wants to leave and go out and, like he says, and be with and do what he needs to do for the church. Because he said he has to interact with the people in order for something. Well, anyway, she basically he gave her this little excuse of why he had to interact with them. My thing is okay to interact, but why it's taking hours to do it? But I'm thinking in that particular frame of time, it's like she was saying, she said he was possibly having sex with them people. But he was trying to convince the women when they actually was having I say discussion, but it was more like marital counseling that they needed to break up. Now, she said when it took out to the point where they actually moved to a particular area outside of Atlanta, she said they had gotten so bad that they actually were about to be homeless and about to be evicted up out of their home. And she said he told her that he was going to move them into another other city, and then when they got straight, they would come back. She said she agreed to go, and they did. And I think she said I want to say it was New York. But yeah, they got up there. They did what they needed to do, and they tried to get themselves together. But she said, but in the midst of that, what really made her realize that she had made a mistake, and most important, that this was her karma, was when she was digging through cushions in the couch trying to get up change in order to get some noodles for her family because she was tired of making cake mix, and she was making cake mix for her daughter, pretending like it was pancakes. So it's to the point they had not only was hitting a rough patch, but they had hit a rough patch financially. He was to the point he was spending all his time outside the home. He already wasn't taking care of the home. So fast forward, she said she had been with him. I think she said about 8 years at that particular time, and she said she was with him for a total of 14. Not all together married to him the whole time. So basically, go lay down. Basically, what she's trying to get her to understand that she stayed with a narcissist, and she her words exactly that she was groomed for this. And if you know what groom means, that means that you like date somebody who's older than you, and they basically pursue you because you're younger, and they basically are being a pedophile towards you, and they dress it up making you think that they want to be in a relationship with you, if that makes sense. Now, I have another couple that I might react on about that. They're called the Hagans. But yeah, you guys, it's to the point where this story is really to the point it is really raw and real because it happens every day. But it was just the fact that she was so transparent about telling the story. Now I'm giving y'all little snippets of it, but basically this actual lady's channel, which is Lady Renee, the actual story that I'm telling you about, it was actually 3 hours long. She gives us the intense day by day, blow by blow things of what was going on. And the more I sat and listened to her, I felt like I was actually there. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a movie. So I'm saying to myself, not this one person is going through all this. So the thing that I took from it is that the fact that she was in a relationship where she really wanted to get out but couldn't, and she realizes that she's basically with a man who's not only a pastor, but he's dating the actual male member of the church, and he still wanted to be with her. Because just like I told you, that was her second baby that she had. The first baby was the one I was telling you about where she was trying to dig in the cushions, trying to find change in order to get noodles. That was an eye opener for me when she was transparent about that. Because I'm thinking with him being a pastor, he was getting some type of compensation from the church. But looked like to me he was doing everything but being a pastor. I think being a pastor was just his front in order to be with men because really he was undercover anyway. But yeah, she was to the point where she was about to spill the beans. She said to one of the actual guys that he dealt with to the actual wife. And she said he basically almost threatened her that if she did that it would be repercussions. She said she basically decided that she wasn't gonna say nothing on the strength that really she was really terrified to say something. And I guess it was one of the things where she wanted the actual person to stay dating him, so she didn't want the wife to feel. In other words, she didn't want the wife to find out. That basically what he was trying to silence her. But yeah, it was some hot mess, and it was to the point where I really was on pins and needles because I'm saying to myself, she was going through a lot. And the thing about it was she was keeping quiet about it, and most importantly, the thing that made it the worst was that she stayed for so long. And when she finally did get to the end and realized that she actually, come on, lay down. I'm not gonna tell you again that she was in this narcissistic relationship. She had already been in there. She was almost 12 years in. And I'm saying to myself, some people couldn't have stayed 2 years. This woman stayed decades with this man. Now a lot of people said, well, she basically was enabling him, and most importantly, she was had to be okay with it. But you gotta understand, a lot of times people are to the point where they're so used to something they think it's normal, and when they realize it'd be too late, if that makes sense. It's like a person in an abusive relationship. It got to be to a point that they were ready to leave. I think that's the type of situation she was in. She wasn't being physically abused, but I think she was being mentally abused. If that made sense, because he was to the point he wasn't being real with himself. He wanted to be with her to keep the people from realizing that he actually was quote unquote being with the men. If that made sense. Go lay down. But my take from it is that she bounced back, and most importantly, she realized that she knew her worth, and she decided to leave him. Now she takes us on this journey of letting us know that he is a narcissist, and that she's not to the point that she's saying that she's squeaky clean when it comes to this, because she know her role and what she played in it, and not she don't want to be labeled as a victim. She want to be labeled as a survivor, if anything else. Now, my thing, what I took from this particular thing, it really gave me strength as a woman, because at the end of the day, if a woman can go through that much struggle and still come out on top, and most importantly, be able to admit her wrongs, that says a lot about her personally, and most importantly, her strengths. Now, it's a lot of that going on in the church, so it kind of wasn't to the point that I was saying to myself that, ooh, this happens. It's just the fact that it happened to her, and she was so vivid and raw with her details. It made it feel like he was actually there. I had to keep looking at the actual video and realizing that it was actually her telling me it wasn't no movie. You know what I'm saying? But the stuff didn't seem real that she was saying. But the more she kept talking and how she was so vivid with it, I said, wasn't no way possible that it could be a lie. And she was to the point it took exactly 3 or 4 hours for her to actually tell the actual whole entire thing. Now I sat there and watched the whole 2 hours of it. I'm gonna admit, then I had to come back and listen to the rest. Now that's pretty much why it took me so long to do a reaction on it. But this is basically a little small snippet of a reaction that I'm giving y'all. I don't want to bore y'all with it, because I'm to the point where I like to give people their props. That's why I told y'all what channel it was, and if you want to the point you want to go over there and actually look at it yourself. But yeah, you guys, I thought it was real powerful that she was able not only to tell that story, but I think she inspired a lot of other women, because you never know who was to the point where they were listening to that, and most importantly, it was a testimony for somebody. But it's amazing the type of things that go on in the church, because a lot of stuff was stuck under the rug because it is the church. Because I was looking at a thing about Joel Osteen where they say he had money and a plumber found it in an actual wall. It was a lot of money. I'm not gonna say the exact amount, but that story broke. It hadn't been even 2 months ago. But it's amazing the things that go on in church, things that hid in the church. It is what it is. But we're gonna get off of that. We're gonna get on another lighter note. My thing is, I had my other video up. I already did 3 moms updates, so that's what you're over here for. I can reiterate about it, but I don't want to beat y'all over the head about it. But I'm hoping that you guys are to the point y'all enjoying the content, and most importantly, I hope y'all enjoying your actual holidays. And I'm hoping that y'all have a Merry Christmas, and that everybody was able to get all the gifts that they wanted to get. Because I personally, I've been through shopping. I tell people, I got most of my stuff online, and I got a couple of things around Monday and Tuesday, but I wasn't gonna be out here full out line and doing the most out here, because baby, these streets is crowded, and that's what due for lack of words. People getting last minute shopping out the way, and I'm to the point I don't want to be in the hustle and bustle. So I said I went on and got my stuff last week as far as my food. So I'm gonna do my greens, my macaroni cheese, and my ham. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful Thursday, and I'm hoping your Christmas Eve will be just that, real merry. But me personally, I'm ready every sense of the word for Christmas, but I'm more ready for it to be over. And I'm to the point I'm ready to get ready to see what 2022 has to bring us. But I'm hoping that everybody's to the point that they manifesting things, and most importantly, y'all ready for positive things. That's one of the things that I've been doing lately. I'm to the point where I'm trying to manifest things, and most importantly, trying to get ready to receive it. Now, if you to the point you in other words, I know a lot of people know about the thing where they do resolutions. I don't do resolutions. I stopped doing that like 3 or 4 years ago. Now that's just me. A lot of people still do it. Some people don't do it at all. Like some people don't celebrate Christmas. But yeah, you guys, I also noticed another thing that allegedly, well, it ain't allegedly, they actually came to a verdict in the Dante Smith trial. The lady was actually found guilty on all counts. And I said to myself, rightfully so, because she basically hunted that boy down like a dog. It was a basic traffic stop that went left. Now, I'm not going to go into the details of it because a lot of people already know the story of that particular thing, and I don't want to rehash it because it's probably still a touchy subject for the parent and most important for other people. But yeah, you guys, everything down here is everything. It's pretty cold down here. It's not to the point that it's so cold as it should be. I first was thinking about doing the trip, like I said, but I don't know. I was gonna go up north and visit my relatives, which who live in Ohio. As you know, if you're not familiar with where I live, I'm in Alabama. But yeah, you guys, I'm hoping that everybody is having gonna have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm personally getting ready for New Year's Eve because I do have plans, but I'm gonna spend time with my son and my kids for Christmas. But it's amazing that this year has been a whirlwind, and most importantly, we're almost through with this year. 'Cause I think about all the struggles and things that we went through, and I'm pretty sure I ain't the only one. But that's why I'm to the point I'm ready for a new year, and I'm ready for changes, and most importantly, I'm praying about a lot of things, and I'm getting ready to get ready to do new things, if that makes sense. But yeah, I also seen that a lot of people are in the beef sector out here and they doing the most. Now I was looking at a content creator's channel by the name of Meat Mob D. She's actually beefing with Fifi. If you're not familiar with Fifi, she has a channel called in other words, they are in the beef sector. She basically calls herself the strike queen. It's called All About Fifi, but she called herself bragging about how she had gotten not Meat Mob channel, but on Chanel Dior's channel down. But a lot of people are not familiar with these channels, but they basically are in what's called the B sector. But I call them reactors because that's exactly what they do. They be reacting on type of stuff, but they be more into like panels and like drama. But anyway, she was to the point where she struck her channel down, but Meat Mob was to the point she tried to help her get her channel back. I personally don't look at Chanel Dior because I didn't like the way she moved, according to another content creator, because she tried to get her channel struck. In my mind, it was just karma biting her in the butt. But I also realized that they said Adrian is coming on back. Now they saying this around Christmas time. Her channel's supposed to be up and popping. Now I hit the link. I don't know about y'all, but you gotta find the link and hit that link because she got a new channel. It's by the same name, Adrian Slaves, but she got a whole different profile picture up there. But I can patiently waiting for her not only to go live or make a video, but I want to see what's been good with Adrian, and most importantly, let her know she gonna let us know what it is. You know how Adrian is. Like personally, I cannot wait. I'm so glad that she actually got her channel, but I really want to know what happened, why she's not able to post on her other channel. But maybe she'll get on here and tell us why. She do have one video up on the channel. I watched it, was cool, but I'm waiting for her to patiently, be posting consistent like she normally do. And I'm secretly waiting to see whether or not Truth Hurts actually is going live because at the end of the day, I really get my life every time I go over there. I was in the live stream earlier today, but I still didn't get my fix. So I was waiting for the night. But she did do a 3-part live stream for her birthday weekend, so we was all turned up. But yeah, I just get on here and still do my reactions. I got a lot going on in my personal life. I really won't go into detail about it right now. I'm gonna save it for another video. But just know I'm going through, but I'm trying to push through because y'all are showing me number love on my channel. So therefore I'm trying to push the content out for y'all and keep y'all entertained. But like I keep saying, I keep reiterating, I just appreciate everything and everybody that's new to my channel. I hope y'all like the content. But I'm praying that everybody will, just like I said, go over to my Lele and Coco video and actually show that particular video love. Now a lot of people have been looking at it, but get my views up. But yeah, you guys, I ain't been doing much but looking at these YouTube streets, and I've been on a couple channels and I've been on a couple panels, but I ain't doing that too much. I had to work today, so I was off yesterday, so I had to hit it today. But I'm gonna be off Friday, so I'm gonna work half a day tomorrow. But yeah, I trying to get my little schedule together, try to see what I'm gonna do as far as watching my little Christmas movies, cause around this time of year that's what I like to do. And I watched a couple on, they've been pretty good, but I was waiting to see what's going on with Wendy Williams, see whether or not she gonna return next year. I don't know, the decision hasn't been confirmed or denied. I'm thinking that she ain't gonna return. So what I be doing a lot of time, dip in and out, watch Nick Cannon's new show. It's pretty good over there. Nothing like Wendy Williams because she bring the tea. But what I do, I get my fix from Tasha K. She go live a lot. I don't know if y'all know about her, but she got an actual channel. and she do celebrity gossip. hmm But yeah, you guys, I appreciate everybody actually is coming over and actually interacting with me, and most importantly, subscribing. I've seen my subscriber count going up. At first, I had got discouraged, like I tell everybody, but I said I wasn't gonna quit. I'm gonna keep going and keep pushing. But I'm gonna see where the thing go, and I'm not gonna give up. But I appreciate everybody that actually coming over and actually subscribing. But I guess I'm to the point I'm getting the same love I've been putting out, because a lot of people channels that I've been supporting, and I'm letting them do what they do. But I was trying to look at my see whether or not my notification that my other person I know is KP. I was trying to see if she did that pair tonight, but I guess she ain't gonna do it. So I guess I have to binge watch some of these Christmas movies and finish wrapping the rest of these gifts. 'Cause I think I had 2 gifts I had to wrap to give to somebody, but I got all my gifts wrapped for the kids or whatever. But I'm gonna sit up here and I'm gonna guess tomorrow I'm gonna have to get deep in the kitchen and get to cooking. I got to pick up a cake. I got me a red velvet. So if you guys in the comments and you want to type, let me know what you guys are actually cooking for not Thanksgiving, Christmas. If you cooking, but I tell you another thing, I ain't never hear people saying that they used to say. They be talking about they be drinking eggnog. I guess it's one of the things now people don't really drink eggnog no more. I guess, but I hope y'all guys have had a productive day, and most importantly, you having a good night. I think I'm gonna turn in early tonight because it's to the point where I've been doing a lot of going and I haven't been resting. That's not a good thing. I had a lot going on, but I'm to the point now I'm trying to work through it. But I'm still gonna put the videos out for y'all guys because we're working from home. I'm able to have more access to the computer and sell whatever I got going on. But yeah, that's pretty much a rundown, y'all. I did 3 moms update. That actual live stream is up. If you want to, you can go over there and be in the comments and watch it. And most importantly, let me know you was there. Put replay gang or whatever. Leave me a comment. But if you're new here, please subscribe. And most importantly, watch the videos. And I did the Love and Marriage Huntsville thing, but I still haven't got 1 and 2 up. Don't hold it against me. I will get it up. It will definitely be up by the weekend. So that'll have me 1, 2, and 3. But I see a lot of y'all showing love to that Coco and Lele video. Now I got a 1, 2 people that was in my comments that acted though they didn't like it, but I understood what it is. Everybody ain't gonna like what you put out. But the thing about me, when I do a reaction, I already did my homework. Now at first I wasn't gonna do that particular video, but I felt like I had to be did. So I went on and, did what I had to do over there. But yeah. I'm also to the point where I'm trying to get my Facebook page over there done. I got my logo up, but I'm gonna see where that thing goes. I was gonna go back and start selling lashes like I used to, because people to the point they was asking me why I wasn't doing it now. I told them I ain't gonna get back into the hair because I haven't really got my vendor that I normally have, so I'm gonna leave that alone. And when it's to the point where I can get it where I want to go, then I'll jump back into it. But yeah, you guys, I'm just really just sitting here maintaining, trying to get ready for Christmas Eve. I know a lot of y'all are. I know a lot of people have family coming in, so it's gonna be a hectic week. But me personally, I had said I was gonna travel, but I thought about it. I said it's too close to the time. I better not. I'll wait till probably next year, however, because it's I don't want to be where it's a type of a rush type of thing. And besides, my son, he be really wanting to do whatever he got to do for Christmas, and I don't really want to move him around a lot, because they do got another week out, so I want him to be able to chill, or whatever. But yeah, you guys, I'm gonna wrap up this actual live stream, and I want to say hello to our slaves in Virginia. I appreciate y'all guys for stopping over. But everybody that actually is able to catch the replay, let me know. Put me an actual comment in there, and most importantly, like I said, if you're new, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good day, and most importantly, if I don't see you again, have a great, happy holidays. Bye bye.